Hey guys, it's CocoaTarot back again with another message. We're just going to get right into it and see what you guys need to know today. I hope everyone is doing well. So, messages for the collective. What does the collective need to know right now? I'm kind of under a time crunch, so we're going to try to get this out quickly. Some of you guys could feel like you're running out of time, or maybe you've been really busy lately. 3 cards for the collective, please. What do they need to know right now? Thank you so much. Oh. 3 cards for the collective. Okay. The 2 of Swords. Clarify the 2 of Swords. The 6 of Swords in reverse. Clarify the 6 of Swords in reverse. Sorry. Clarify. Okay. Don't even have to say it. The 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So immediately it feels like someone here has nowhere to go, or they feel like they have nowhere to go. They could be getting evicted from a home, or you could be getting evicted from a home, or someone getting kicked out of a home. Someone could be confused about a home or purchasing a home. It's like someone is being forced out of something. But with the 6 of Swords in reverse, it's like they don't have anywhere else to go. And it's conflicting because it's like, you can't stay here. You got to go. This could be you removing something from your energy, but for some of you guys, you could be have experienced homelessness, or you are homeless right now. And by homeless, I'm saying that very loosely. I don't mean that you're necessarily living on the street. I just mean you don't have a home of your own. So you could be couch surfing, living with other people. You could be looking into homes. But there's this need for move. It's like, you know, you have to leave, but you don't know where to go. Clarify this for the collective. And you have to move quickly. Some of you guys have to come up with funds quickly. Clarify this for the collective. Yeah. You've overstayed your welcome, or something has overstayed their welcome. The 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the 3 of Cups in reverse. This is not a fun time. You could be getting kicked out, or you could have had to kick someone out. For some of you guys, this is in the past, and you had to remove yourself from a home, or someone removed you from a home for a weird reason. Clarify this Hermit. You could feel stuck right now. Clarify the Hermit. 7 of Swords and the 2 of Pentacles. This could have been over finances. You could have had to pay some finances and you couldn't come up with it in order to stay in a home. Or someone is requiring you to give them finances. This feels like a really sticky situation, or like maybe you were given an amount of time. That's why I feel rushed. You could feel rushed for time, or like you were giving an amount of time to give up this money, but you didn't, or you couldn't. There's like a dog crying outside my window. You could be begging someone to let you stay. This could be someone you know from the past. Some of you guys, this is something you've experienced before. It's hard for you to have a stable home environment. Tell me more about the collective's home environment. The Judgment card wants to come out. Tell me more about the collective's home environment. The King of Cups and the Judgment. Okay. So put yourself in the situation where it relates. You know, don't force it. But it's almost like someone has let someone overstay welcome out of love. Or being like, look, I'm giving you this opportunity out of love. Or maybe not having them pay finances out of love. But it's gotten to a point now where it's like the codependency is too much. You guys could be codependent on someone, or feel like you can't live without someone. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it's like something is forcing you out of your home. And it could feel like a judgment, but it's out of love with this King of Cups here. Or this could be you intuitively feeling like you've overstayed your welcome. And you need to walk away. That card wanted to come up before. Clarify this. Clarify this for the collective. You know that you have to walk away from the situation. It's very codependent, okay? The Page of Cups, the Justice, and the 4 of Swords. You guys have been getting intuitive hits that your justice lies somewhere else. Okay, you've been daydreaming, you've been escaping, you've been in your head trying to go somewhere else because where you are right now doesn't feel like where you're meant to be. It feels like you're there because it's comfortable, because it's something that you're used to. And you know that you need to walk away or you need to move away or this, even if you don't live with someone, you could just live in a really bad neighborhood and the divine is like, you need to move out of this neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? There's something here where you're being forced out of love, but it could feel like judgment, but it's your justice, okay? Sometimes you're being pushed to move elsewhere, to go elsewhere. Clarify this? It could be scary for you. This is after with the Four of Swords and the Hermit. We've been getting a Hermit a lot. You guys have been in rest. It's time to get out of rest and figure something out. What do they need to figure out? What does the collective need to figure out? Three of Wands. Where are you going to go next? Okay, there's things that can come in for you. There's opportunities that can come in for you, but you kind of need to walk away when you're being told to walk away. Okay, this situation doesn't serve you anymore. You've overstayed your welcome somewhere. And that could sound like offensive in a way, but don't take it personally. Your energy is just not required where you are right now anymore. It's required somewhere else. You've given too much. Or it's past the giving stage. The Six of Pentacles, it's like that charity. Someone could have let you stay with them out of charity or for free out of charity, but it's like, when are you going to ever be able to have your own finances and be able to move on your own if that person doesn't decide to kick you out one day? Okay? I'm hearing the word freeloader, and that's not me trying to be like, you're a freeloader or whatever. Maybe you suffer from depression. Maybe you got laid off. Maybe you were in a hard spot. Maybe some of you guys got a divorce and had to stay at a friend's house. It's like the charity is overstayed its welcome. It's like this person, whoever you're around, or even if you don't live with someone per se, if you're being evicted, it's like you gotta go. You gotta figure out something. Clarify this. Yeah. You got to work at it. Some of you guys need to get a new job. I'm also hearing that some of you guys need to get back to old work or get back to doing something that you're good at. That was a money opportunity for you. You could have walked away from this because you felt like, oh, you know, I'm beyond this or I've grown past this, and that's fine. But this could be an easy way for you to make some finances to just get out of your situation, okay? Maybe you don't want to go back to retail, but you might have to go back to retail for 6 months so that you could save up to be able to, you know, I don't know. There's something here about walking away and getting to work. Okay. And not to take it personally, just to get into that grind mode. Clarify this for the collective. Yeah. Things need to change. They need to change. The Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. There's a lot of burdens on you right now, and it could literally be because of where you live, okay? If you live in a neighborhood where you don't even like to pull your trash bins in because you're afraid of the people that are walking around, or, you know, if you live in a place where your roommate, you guys aren't even on good terms because you haven't paid rent because you can't afford it, or it's something like that where it's like, okay, tap into your resources and figure a way out. Because the Death and the Ten of Wands, it's like, it's frustrating energy. It's like, what are we still doing here? What are we still doing here? Clarify this. The Empress in reverse, the Sun in reverse, and the Five. This message has been coming up a lot. You guys, you're selling yourself short, some of you. If you've been resonating with some of my messages that I've been posting recently, not all of them, but there's a few of them. I can't think of them right now, but it's like some of you guys, you have so much potential, okay? But you're in a place right now where you're just in this funk. And you're being told what direction to go in, and you're not doing it, or maybe it's not the direction you want to go in. Maybe you want something else for yourself, but there's this feeling of emptiness. Like you feel empty for some reason. Okay? The Knight of Wands in reverse and the Emperor. You're being stubborn. You're being stubborn about your path right now. Some of you guys, you've asked for guidance. You've gotten the answer, and you're like, I don't want to do that. Like I said, I don't want to go back to retail, or I don't want to go, you know, I was told to walk away from this thing. Why am I being told to go back to it? Sometimes you have to leave things for a moment before you have to return. And this isn't meaning going backwards. This is like using your resources. What can you take from what you've learned to implement it into the now to put you in a better spot? Okay, Queen of Swords. What can you cut out or cut in? Or do you know what I mean? You need discipline. 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 Nine of Swords in reverse. Discipline. Okay? And I keep hearing, don't take things so personally. All the time you spend up at night worried about your path, you could be working on your resume. You could be, you know what I mean? This isn't me trying to say that if you're dealing with something mentally, I'm not saying that that's not real and that's not a struggle. But you need to be figuring out what you can do to get yourself out of the struggle. Because where you are physically doesn't require your energy anymore. There are other physical places that you need to go, or that you can go. Maybe you feel like you can't go anywhere. The Two of Wands, yeah, you feel like... And the Two of Wands, it can often be about a choice where we know the right choice, but we're still dwelling and figuring out if we should choose this other path. You know what to do, collective. Just start doing it. Start moving. If you know you're not supposed to be where you are, you move. Okay? If you know, if you've been getting that intuitive hit, but then you're wondering why mentally you're stuck, it's because there's something physically, in reality, that is contributing to the detriment of your spiritual health. Okay? Clarify this for the collective. Can you get 3 cards for the collective, please? Clarify this. And I don't want you to think you're running out of time, but for some of you guys, you are. Like, okay, if you've gotten the eviction notice and it says you need to be out in 10 days, don't just sit there and wait until the 10th day when they show up and they're ready to, I'm hearing evacuate. You know what I mean? It's time to go. If you've been told to go, go. Clarify this. Don't stay where you're not wanted. And that's energetically as well. Clarify this for the collective. Okay, loneliness. I know that I am never alone. That's what I'm saying. Some of you guys are afraid to live alone. You're afraid to be alone. You're afraid to do this path by yourself. If someone's been helping you for years, you're afraid to do it without that person. Okay, but know that even if you're alone, you're still connected. You're still part of the one. Clarify this for the collective. I just heard that Brittany Spears song that's like, my loneliness is killing me. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah, you can't change the past, guys, okay? You can sit and think about it and dwell on it and think about the people from your past and this and that and what if and that. You need to accept it, okay? And if the past has left you lonely, ask yourself what you can do with that loneliness to put yourself in a better situation. Clarify this? Accept the loneliness, okay? Accept the loneliness. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. What did I just say? Okay? Have gratitude for where you are now instead of sitting in regret. And that sounds, you know, it's easier said than done, but it's like loneliness, acceptance, regret. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. I don't care if it's a twin flame. I don't care if it's a family that treated you bad and you're waiting for it. It's time to move on. Whatever your situation is, you can't live in regret. Because it stops you from being able to access what you're supposed to be accessing, which is spiritual wealth, okay? Let's get some ending messages for you guys. Ending message for the collective. Thank you so much. Ending message. Closing message for the collective. Beyond illusion. There's so much and new vision. This is what I mean, guys. There's so much potential just waiting to be birthed inside of you, but there's this stubbornness in your spirit. You have a very stubborn spirit, okay? It's almost like you keep asking for the signs, you get them, and then you're like, no, that's not my sign. No, that can't be. because it conflicts with what God told me yesterday or what the divine told me 3 years ago. It's like the information is always changing, okay? And don't see things just as black as and white. You know what is something that was a closed door a few years ago could now be open because of the things that had to happen after it closed. Okay, there's a new vision here. That there's something you're not seeing. You need to open your eyes, my love. You open your eyes. And so many of these cards, you guys' eyes are closed. Okay, I'm hearing think for yourself. There's a new vision that you're not quite grasping here, collective. Whoever this is resonating for. You know what you need to do, so do it. A High Priestess card came up. I know that you know. Okay, I'm not telling you anything new. I'm confirming what you already know, what you already feel to be true, okay? Clarify this for the collective. The crone and the castle. The crone is where you guys need to be, okay? And the castle is where you've been residing for a long time. I'm thinking of Sleeping Beauty, asleep, waiting for true love's kiss to awaken you, to break the spell so that you can move. The crone is psychic. It's intuitive. It kisses the pain just as much as it kisses the beauty. It takes it all in, okay? Like a succulent jam, and just, I'm seeing something just like spread on a biscuit. It's like, this is life. And the crone still eats from it. Okay, once again, eyes closed, awaken yourself. Access this divinity, even if it means accessing the pain and realizing the regret and the loneliness. What are you going to do with that? To move, to shake, to fulfill you. Break out of this castle, you know, this knight in shining armor that's supposed to come and kiss and break the spell. It's your higher self. Your intuitive self, that High Priestess card. That's what's going to come and save you. Clarify this for the collective. Thank you so much. We the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Everything's going to be okay, collective. If you allow yourself to shift into the form that the divine sees for you, that you see for yourself, that you feel that potential. That mother's milk, that deep love, it's unconditional. It's full of nutrition, spiritual vitamins, okay? Don't close yourself off in this castle because you feel like you need to be rescued. Just let yourself be born again. And that is your reading for today, guys, and I'll be back soon with another message. Toodaloo.